Councilmember Thomas.
What I voted on, make sure y'all ain't pull a fast one on me. Hold on. Slow down. Slow down. All right, I'm clear. Okay, thank you. Quickly, thank you, Councilmember Ramirez, for your remarks, which highlights the importance of public safety. And so I want to acknowledge that we have a fire alarm 3 happening in Alief off of Senate and Ashford Point, an apartment complex, started around 5 a.m. We have stations 76, 75, 83. We're first on the scene, and the fire chiefs from 83 and 78 were there leading this charge. Lots of young kids live in this apartment complex. As of today, as of right now, we're not aware if there are any bodily injuries, but they're checking on the structural damage of that facility. I think the unit had 24 units. And so this just goes back into our summer safety initiative and the importance of fire safety. And every summer, my office and volunteers, we canvass with Houston Fire, educating residents on the importance of having up-to-date smoke alarms and making sure that complexes and single-family residents are prepared. And this just goes to show us why we need to continue to do that. Also, I want to highlight for residents that are paying attention and also to flag for Houston Public Works, we have a series of delayed speed bump applications that have been funded. A cost estimate has been provided, and we are waiting on the public comment portion of that process to go out to Huntington Village, Braeswood Estates, Imperial Point, and speed bumps near Piney Point Elementary. I want to say maybe a year ago, Councilmember Pollard and I and Shabazz, we passed an ordinance for Prop A to expedite speed bump applications. We have done so, and there's some delay, and I realize that there are department transitions. However, constituents are requesting updates on this because this is over 6-8 months in the pipeline, and this is a public safety issue. And so my office has funded the applications. They're in the queue, so we want to expedite making sure that we can get these implemented. So any update on that would be important and appreciated. And Mayor, thank you for hopping in yesterday, and colleagues for joining on Tuesday during a public session to celebrate Nurses Week, but celebrating the contribution of our Filipino nurses. And I just want to shout out the restaurant in the district that we were able to support, Flip and Patties. So if you have not had Filipino food, I want to shout out Flip and Patties. Mr. and Mrs. Jart, they're the owners. They are also Alief Hastings graduates. So we were hyper local yesterday, and I want to shout out the District F team for executing a phenomenal event from start to finish and really creating an experience for a community that have been waiting for 60 years, they said, in terms of acknowledging their value in the healthcare industry. And so I told them that this is our first, but it definitely will not be our last. I just want to remind colleagues today that we do have budget hearings where we'll hear from the Housing and Community Development Department later today, so please find yourself in your seats to listen to their updates. And then we do have a committee meeting coming up soon. I do want to, in closing, just reminders in terms of what's happening, what my office is leading. We have an immigration roundtable on May 21st where we're centering African voices. Representing District F, I have the largest West African population in the United States outside of the continent. The African diaspora has been largely left out of the conversation around immigration. So community partners are joining us. The Honorable Judge Clarice Yates, who was the first African-American woman appointed to as a U.S. immigration judge, will offer remarks. And then we have immigration attorneys and community leaders from these various organizations representing from Nigeria to Angola to Cote d'Ivoire to Sierra Leone, and they're going to have a real conversation about what needs to happen in their community. So I want to invite you to participate, and we even have an Afro-Latino group that's partnering with us as well. So all are welcome to learn about this critical topic. And then it makes our community stronger. So if my office can be of any support or resource related to that, reach out to District F at houstontx.gov. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.